Jaganyo amare lasisu amare Javati dijano sho samera Purupa dalara ngalita gaje Purupa dalara ngalita gaje Sai pa mahai chung re jale miyongo Tan re jale mo ho pa manji hatoro Tan re jale mo ho pa manja hatoro Oh yeah.
The idea behind Norbulingka was preserving Tibetan arts.
Actually, Norbulingka is a Tibetan word. It says Norbu means precious jewel, Linka means garden, precious jewel garden.
What's important is to have a place that inspires people and that makes people feel proud of their heritage.
So when we Tibetans came into exile in 1959 with His Holiness as a refugee,
during that period, because we were facing hardship, especially 1960 actually, the government in exile has been set up here and Dalai Lama's temples were built. It was not yet decided. People were thinking that we have to go back one day, so they don't have a permanent shelter, but gradually 1970s, 80s, so there was a great need of preserving the Tibetan age culture, artistic art forms like that.
It was in 1985 when the present director and the founder of the institute, Mr. Kelsang Ishi, he used to be a minister of religious and culture department of Central Tibetan administrations.
There were some very beautiful areas in this valley, and so we got this piece of land, and then we brought together all the artisans and created an environment where they could flourish and pass on their know-how.
So then the Kelsang Ishi thought of building such you can say institute where all different Tibetan art forms are preserved, so that one can educate the younger generation who are brought up here in India, and at the same time it's about employment. So it happens like that actually. So
Dharamsala was not. It was a place where it was like a transit kind of area, and it was self-sustenance is difficult in this kind of environment, but we thought it's very important to bring that idea to people, and so of course it had to be based on business, and business has to be logical, it's reality, it's a market, and we had to figure that unless we went for quality, we were a small number of people, we couldn't do mass production, so we had to go for the highest aim, which was, of course, with all the religious art, that it was already something of great quality, so we just got some very good masters and put students under them, so that part was education, but then at the same time there was this kind of sustenance and social welfare idea, because the people we hired were mostly people who had no jobs or nothing special to do or not much education, and it was a little bit like recycling these people into earning their own living and living from what they produced. So it was this kind of, at the same time it was passing on the artistic traditions, but in a sustainable way that would carry on to the future.
मेरा नाम चेतन देव है मैं इस यहाँ ये डिपार्टमेंट का अभी ये गुरु के तौर पर बैठ रहा हूँ। हमारा गुरुजी जो है मेन वो 2010 में गुजर गया था। उसके बाद से मैं यहाँ संभाल रहा हूँ। ये हमारा ये है मेटल स्टैचू मेकिंग सेक्शन है। फिर इसका ये नोबुलिंका इंस्टीट्यूट है। ये सन 1995 से शुरू हुआ था। जब हम यहाँ आए थे तब 1994 में आया था। तब से हमने शुरुआत में हमने ये नोबुलिंका का ये मेन स्टैचू जो है मंदिर में ये बनाया था। तब से लेकर अभी तक हम लोग यहाँ काम करके बैठा है। वैसे कोर्स जो मेन शुरू में 12 साल का होता था जब हम लोग ने सीखा था। उसके बाद 1 साल ड्राइंग्स, फिर उसके बाद कार्विंग तकरीबन 3 साल, फिर धीरे से तकरीबन जब 6 साल के अंदर हम लोग ये करता है हैमरिंग, कुछ छोटा मोटा पूजा का आइटम्स वगैरह वो बनाते हैं। जब 9 इयर्स जब शुरू होता है तब हम मेन कोर्स जो है हमारा स्टैचू मेकिंग वो बनाता है। उसके बाद फिर उसके बीच में कुछ 6 महीने के गैप में कुछ कास्टिंग के बारे में सिखाता है। और कुछ एक ट्रेडिशनल टिबेटन वो है जो कास्टिंग करने से पहले जो छोटे आइटम्स होता है वो मूर्ति वो हैमरिंग से नहीं निकलता है या तो कार्विंग से नहीं निकलता है। फिर वो उसके वैक्स से जो एक हनी बी का वैक्स होता है कैंडल के तौर मोम जैसा, उससे बनाया जाता वो भी सिखाता है। फिर इससे थोड़ा बड़ा में हम क्ले भी कुछ सिखाता है। लेकिन अब टाइम थोड़ा चेंज हो गया। उसके बाद लोगों को जब सीखने आता है उनके पास इतना पेशेंस नहीं होता है, इसलिए कोर्स जो है ना कुछ शॉर्ट किया हुआ था, कुछ 6 साल या तो 7 साल। अभी हाल ही में हम एक ग्रुप स्टूडेंट्स लेने का सोच रहे, वो तकरीबन 3 साल के अंदर कुछ थोड़ा शॉर्ट हैंड जैसा सिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा है। ऐसा है। जब नया हमारा सेटलमेंट शुरू हुआ था उस वक्त लोगों के पास ना तो पैसा था ना कुछ, फिर पैसा नहीं है तो कुछ वो स्टैचूज वगैरह में वो बाई नहीं कर सकता है। उस वक्त किसी का उस वक्त हमारा उम्र था, हमारा को पता नहीं था कुछ। हमने कुछ ये देखा हुआ था, कुछ पेंटिंग्स वगैरह देखा था। थांगा भी किसी के पास नहीं होता था, कुछ महंगा होता था, इसलिए सिर्फ कागज़ का पेंटिंग देखा था। लेकिन जब हमारा फ्रेंड्स वगैरह फिर ऐसे हमने सुना था कुछ गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ये एडवर्टाइजमेंट किया हुआ था, ऐसे 21 बच्चों का है ना एक दल बना के है ना वो सिखा रहा था। तब हमने ऐसे चला गया था, लेकिन उस वक्त कुछ पता नहीं था आर्ट्स के बारे में। फिर यहाँ आके धर्मशाला में आके तब वो पता चला था कि आर्ट्स क्या होता है। धीरे धीरे जब करने के बाद वैसे तो मन में उस वक्त ऐसा नहीं था कुछ, हाँ ये आर्ट सीखेगा ये वो है कुछ ज़रूरी है, मेरे मन में कुछ नहीं था। बाद में अब टाइम होते होते सीखते सीखते फिर ये इसका इम्पोर्टेंस कुछ नज़र आ रहा था ना, उससे पहले कुछ पता नहीं था ऐसा।
이제 라시리 그 시야리 만나서 뛰는 안조 머리 당아집이 머리 뒤를 저기로 뭐라죠 바바 기니들 안녕 알고 떠나는 때에 개인 한번하지 돈이 우리로 예수자니 자손이 드링이 셴바 로조 마지니 라시니래 로지 근데 개인 진세 가르치는 안도 배열고마 리주 다가니 파 다비 리주 자치모데 안도고마로 배 야부 다다
罗亚这些是我的，这北面情况比较别的人说的，这样的然后怎么老感觉逻辑性的，我给了其他个阿布那个种的逻辑性的，弟就了，那个人搞了嘛。
मेरे को जैसे कि ट्रेडिशनल थंगा वगैरह और आर्ट से थोड़ा लगाव था। वैसे मेरा स्कूल टाइम में भी मेरे को थोड़ा ड्राइंग लिखने का थोड़ा ज़्यादा ये था। तो मेरा कोर्स तो ख़त्म हो चुका है, फिर अभी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ। अभी जैसे कि मेरा काम है थंगा का जो सारा छोटा छोटा पीस है वो सबको असेंबल करना और सेटिंग करके कंप्लीट करना। और कभी कभी मैं ड्राइंग भी करता हूँ।
कुछ कोनिंग लो लिया नोबलिंका ले भी हैं कब तेरी गेटू चुद्दीन चोजे चोगुचियो तिने रिम्बे रिम्बा चंदा पलम तिलिया पे मांबो योरे ते त्याग तरह तक दासुन तू स्टेनिंग टे योरे दासुन टेनिंग टे तिने पेन थोआ दुसु तिने लेगांगो सुने ह्यूजे थांगा नागेन तिने शांग के या तिने पेशु चेगु योसरे खाची तिने निशु तिने चेने सोफा कान दुया तिने चेने निशु तिने पेशु चेगु योरे
de nye da ngara research jura nye mingla tenzin no su ane ta ji ka so le Norbulingka na la da legacy na da genki ya to disi jura da thanga ge genchi ne genki ne da lo gozu ne ji chimbo ne da lo nishu tak ji chi re ane Norbulingka na da de ne da kala bora da thangge kor to ji ma research je ji ne ane thanga le sam ba ji da rimo shinda da mandra ge 간대였으나 신다가다 안도 등산 지도나 뭐 먹고리 년만에 뭐 먹고 tan가디 믹스에 낭주다 저어야 되는 경우 르모 차대래 낭주다 저어야 되는 경우 르모 근데 차서 그래서 안주 tan가 르모디 중수디 에 낭주네 마콩도 선바 아나 파파파 두두 선바 야갈로 파투도 그래 this 선바다 tan가를 선바다 지 할로래 미기 챙하고 그러다 수속이다 곰자라고 그러다 일단 고무자에 다 수놈 사이에 내다 다직 수속이 뢰께서다 이시서로 댄서로 지 차대고 그래 어디서 봐다직 지단에 탕글러서 봐 줄어라 드셔기서 봐 근데 나와서 다 탕글러서 봐 땡야로스다 그 믹스가나 나가나로 조가나로 구유로지 당하지나 침부지는 군더다 탕거다 다 먹고 손들서 뭐 정신기 구유 만다다 직쳐서 안 정신기 미셈 나노래 직섬 그 소화 만다지야다 섬 정신기 시워차이로 정신기 안데로지 미나로네 야 저차는 뭐다디 지당 그 리무그 도다네 저차고 근데 저치 집을 ले गोरे
एक्चुअली हम लोग पुराना स्टूडेंट हैं तो यहाँ पर हम लोग ने 6 ईयर पेंटिंग सीखा था पहले जो हमारा टाइम था 6 ईयर तिब्बत में जो टाइम लगता था 12 साल 12 इयर्स लगता था सीखने में क्योंकि पेंटिंग अकेला इस कैनवस में नहीं होता था पेंटिंग का मतलब होता है हर दिशा पे पेंटिंग करने के लिए जैसे मंदिर के अंदर जाएंगे वॉल पेंटिंग होता है और कोई घर में थ्रोन बनाते हैं गुरु जी का इस टाइप में पेंटिंग करना लकड़ी के ऊपर पेंटिंग करना फिर कलर को कैसा बनाना है और इस हिस्ट्री को कैसे सीखना है और हर डाइटी का डिफरेंट मेजरमेंट्स होता है वो पूरा याद रखने के लिए इस टाइप के
콘주 넘도라다 콘주 내가 제신 교들이 뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨뀨 조제 뀨 연교들 상계 조제였다 지단 조단 집으로들이 이내 콘주 건들려 그러다 랍제도 개치시로 차두고도 그래서 먼저 내가 그 낭주다 저 연교 내가 지선 봐 늘 랍제 개고요 저는 숙체를 신는다 지단 니로 제와 치고 이제 지단 그 유대 고랑안에 운지신여지다야 고민냠nen신여 그거는 니로 중고다 유대원에 운지신여진다 거래 곧 디셔드서 니간에 드셔견에 안에 겨워다 디디간에다 지 야고치나 비타고 샤우지나 안에 지 갈로다 기행게 러션교디 비타고지 기란즈 내가 비타고 채우지는 내가 쟤는 채우래서 아니 채워디 약보지 비타고지 채우진 수수 두두 땅래라 아니 반응을 미 진다들에 떼어지는 진다들에 나가 장교들에 비타고 주서 반응을 수놈사
안 저요 차네 안 직 탕가도 지 미기 줄로네 드로치 람녜도 다데 충분히 가져지 거지 가져 망쳐지다 여자 야탄 버르지다 직 낭버도다 직 낭배초라 대버체네 안 수수도 냠년치야도다
Ngarang itu gini juga kalau senane, ini di jaga sulit senane, remu ya pocahnya dah. Ini sih jadi nanglor ni, ini ngarang kajian senane, remu di ni dah, sih jadi Quran ngaman ni dah, ngaman ni juga dia remu cari gua, resti ini sama lah ni, sih jadi nanglor dah, ini bukan remu lebih dah ni, anjidang kita kalau ini, remu cie sawah dah ni dah. Suyada, onde cedek sih. Ani kena saya dulu ini ada kami ni ada cakap susu ni ada, nanti setelah kita ini ada di leju mega drama ni ada, tahun dua kali ani semua drama ada.
इसके ऊपर हम लोग वहाँ से ड्राइंग बना के देते हैं ना, इसके ऊपर हम लोग कोरे के बाल के ऊपर रैप करते हैं ना, फिर इसके ऊपर जो कलर है वही लगाते हैं। फिर इसके बाद इसमें कलर अलग अलग से कलर है ना, इसके ऊपर रैप करके फिर इस टाइप का बनाते हैं। जैसे कि ये पानी है ना, पानी के ऊपर वाइट कलर, जैसे ये वाला पानी के ऊपर ये बनाते हैं ना, इसके ऊपर अलग अलग ये डिजाइन होता है कि अलग अलग कलर होते हैं।
तंगा कलर देखी बात तेरे से 제 답진이래 remote ni ngala 답진이 시 네 전예 시 네 शाकुजे 네 시रे 전예 시
ये बहुत सॉफ्ट होता है ना, तो सिलाई उस पे नहीं रहेगी, ग्लू लगाने से थोड़ा सॉलिड हो जाता है, इसलिए हम इसको पीछे ग्लू लगाते हैं। ज़्यादा सॉफ्ट होने के बाद तो इस पे धागा ही नहीं बैठेगा, इसलिए एकदम सॉफ्ट है, इस पे तो सिलाई नहीं होगा, वो शेप भी बना नहीं सकेगा, इसलिए हम ग्लू लगाते हैं, उसके बाद इसके ऊपर सिलाई होता है।
This is about जितना गंजोगी थांगा की ता 장당 럽단 로징한다 시즈 샤제 심보지는 지 ngamu 벽을 럽단 지다다 치수 야갈을 럽단 니도 창고 다 니마 ngamu 벽을 럽단 로 심보지는 기엔다 기루를 삼았다 지 낭지로 지 퍼마다 부구로 지는 시제 날 냐제네 다지 코란 랑고 마테 모도 기다 지 도단로 다 락신 럽제 되 도단신 안 로정아제 가시 로니슈지 기엠도 되는 장제 도된 요지 니마 구름되죠 다 치수 두두로다 두두 교워친 그 내다다 망구지 구유다 벤조다 망구지다 저와 찾아서 뭐 하는 요거치네 나 야간날에서 뭐 야간날로기다 지 구유대 가가차 내다네 가가 찾아서 뭐 하다 딜바고 그 조선 다야들 가가 찾아서 뭐 하는 로그 두름도지
जैसे पेंटिंग है, अब हम पेंटिंग स्टार्ट करते हैं हर मेजरमेंट्स के थ्रू से, हर भगवान का अलग अलग मेजरमेंट्स होता है, वो मेजरमेंट्स के थ्रू से हम जान पाते हैं। जैसे यहाँ पर मेजरमेंट्स किया हुआ है, मेजरमेंट्स किया हुआ
미스카나 tan계가나 즉 사고 소매로다 사고 소야로인데 지게 제야 침부지는 유야 유교들에다 있는 애도 떼어지는 디 계전에 너무 체면으로 성공도 같이
हर जनरेशन में चेंजेस होता है, फिर वो चेंजेस अपना खुद करने की स्टाइल सोचता हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी एक हमारा रूल्स है बुद्धिस्ट के स्क्रिप्चर्स के हिसाब से, उसको रखना बिल्कुल सही ढंग से, फिर थोड़ा चेंजेस कर सकते हैं। जैसे है बुद्ध जो लिखना है हमने, इसमें चेंजेस कैसे कर सकते हैं कि इसकी जो मेजरमेंट्स वगैरह बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट फ्रॉम द बुद्धिस्ट टेक्स्ट बुक्स, वी हैव टू फॉलो ऑल दिस थिंग्स, सो एंड rest of them like sceneries we have to change.
당가다 군이 버루라 그렇게 해봐서 당가디 그런 게다 대피수 제안에 지단계 계좌 시즌 제대로 또 되어 버려. 먼저 싱글디 지단계 제목이 풍전에 더 됐어요. 당간 마용되게 되게 이내 호랑이야 싱글에 먹어서 호랑이야 그 로가 차 되어 버려. 이내 싱글에 뭐디 수족에 들려야 그리고 당대 본인 점보다 하는 감지는 수족에도 드라마를 잡아야다. 아무 점 드라마를 내버려. 어디 내 세대마다 지기 जो हमारा ट्रेडिशन जो है ना वो एक अभी ये है कुछ बिल्कुल लास्ट कुछ एंड में टाई एंड में ना, इसलिए वो उसको संभालना चाहिए। अब एक ट्रेडिशन ही है, हमको सारे दुनिया से वो मिलता है, क्या बोलते हैं, तिब्बत बोल के है ना, एक राष्ट्र को पहचान जाता है, पर उसी ट्रेडिशन के तौर से हम आज़ादी भी पा सकता है।
이면 뭐지 수수 여den교디 모두는 다가랑 다 못겠네. 토랑 마찬가지네. 너 주마 뭐만 미리 같은데 미도 마 모두는 다르게 줘야다. 근데 제가 쉽게 침보지네. 이 약속으로 오면 저 성고다. 사고 좀 돈데 사고 소돈데 약을 때네 되디 되지 삼담지네. 되지 갈로다. 연말에 쉐동마도 얘 때는 서블에 다 여den교디 그 부타르다 야 부타르다 여den교디 담보지는 심진 땅마상기야 줬던 야월성보다 안데 대신 낭배추 낭보산제에 최들에 그 부타르 친야르면서 들레디나 사고 좀이다 낭주도 사고 써야다 근데 소투에 깔려 하고로 어느 시 여den교디 상계 준비된 그 손신교 최디 그 세르디 세 야고 유임에 디나로네 다르제 때는 하고 없는 시 최나로 최 여den교디 펜토브디 주 मोगोदी शाम नशी अजुगे
जैसे हमारा ये काम एक तो पुण्य के भी काम है, फिर एक अपना वो भी लाइफ के लिए सर्वाइव करने के लिए हो जाता है। फिर देखा जाए तो सबसे अच्छा काम इसी में है। वैसे धर्म पुण्य भी कमा सकता है सब कुछ, एक फिर ट्रेडिशन दलाई लामा जी का आज्ञा का पालन भी कर सकता है, फिर राष्ट्र का कुछ वो भी है।
So my name is Susanna, and I came here 3 years ago, just right after college. I came here with my boyfriend because he's half Tibetan, so he also works here. And right now I'm teaching English at the Academy of Tibetan Culture. So Norbulingka, what we offer is like a BA course in Tibetan studies, so they can really improve. They have philosophy, history, poetry, and then English and Chinese, and even like Tibetan medicine they have. So I never taught before I came here, but I mean I love teaching here because the students, they're all adults. They're all, actually most are older than me. So they're between 25 and 35, something like that. And they're all, I think, just because they never like got a chance to get an education before, they really appreciate like whatever you give them. So it makes teaching like quite enjoyable. I think thing that makes Norbulingka really special is that all of these people, they've had like a very difficult life, right? But it's just the fact that they're like Norbulingka, it's self-supporting, so that means they're not like taking donations. Like it's a business, so it runs as a business, and then it can support all these social programs. So I think that's really different from the other like institutions in India, because most of the other ones run on donations. But this, I think, people feel like very proud of this place because it's all run by Tibetans. They don't have training, like we don't have professionals, but all of them, like Norbulingka has just trained within here, and then it's just grown up. So I think that's quite amazing. And then also just the fact that, I mean, I think Tibetans, actually they don't have a country, but still they're like so patriotic and so they just really appreciate their own culture. So I hope that people would see that come here.
After training period, it depends on the students. If they wish to stay here, we employ them. So we give them a job, we give them they produce their products in our these workshops. We pay them salaries, and we sell these products in our shops. And by selling these products, we generate the incomes. So generating incomes, we spend on our staff salaries, the students, kids' education fees, their medical expenses, their accommodation fees, everything we pay by the institute.
Now it's been more formalized. We realize we need to be more sharp about marketing, and so we legally made it into a business. Before it was just business carried on by the foundation. So I think we're evolving towards being the first large-scale, high-quality Tibetan business that I think exists anywhere. And I think it'll be inspiring for young Tibetans, and also we hope that we do the religious art, we also do a lot of design, and we know there's a great possibilities for this in India, so we're aiming towards the Indian public, get them to interact more and get them to get excited about Tibetan designs and being able to communicate in that way. So I think that part, there's a great future, and this is what we're evolving towards.
Because if you get much incomes, then we can raise the standard of living of people who is living in this institute. Not only by selling our products, we also run 2 guest houses. One in McLeodganj is Chono House. It's very famous, and one in our institute itself.
Norbulingka itself is like very beautiful from my point of view. Actually, I've been working here for almost many years actually. So it's really soothing actually. You are very there's no uneasiness. It's really very comfortable place. So especially with the garden, when you are entering the garden actually, which is very peaceful. So the peacefulness or serenity is very essential in personal life actually. If a person is the peace is within the person, then you're comfortable with it. So there's I can say it's like a connectivity. You're easily connected to the place with you can say sound of water. It's also very soothing, and here many things like prayer flags, which have a very you can say effective meanings to spread positive energy among the place. So normally we used to hear stories from the parents about the Cultural Revolution or Chinese invasion. So because of that actually it just reaches out. You can say it just feel you actually. It can make you emotional, make you something very determined that something has happened. So it's our duty to and live in, or you can say preserve such cultural heritage.
I think what's really important, especially in a country like India where there's so many traditions, that you have to. I found the biggest challenge was making the transition between tradition and sustainability, because a lot of things get lost.
The emphasis is only on preserving cultural forms, and the young Tibetans get wild because they would like to experiment, and they're not given. So it's quite interesting to see, how this tension between preserving tradition and moving forward are continually being balanced.
I think in the West, the idea of a business is to just make money, right? Just fill the pockets of the top people. But here, the whole idea of a business is to be able to provide social programs for the people. So I think that whole sort of respect for life and people, I think that is coming from Buddhism, I think.